Diplomacy is not about raising your voice. It's about raising your logic. And today in Moscow, India's External Affairs Minister, Jaishankar proved why he is the world's sharpest diplomat. Tariffs from America, rising oil imports from Russia, currency games, LNG pipelines and Putin's embrace. Everyone is asking, how will India reply? Will New Delhi bow or will it blaze a new path? Today in Reply Like a Pro style, we decode every headline and every hidden reply. Section 1. India-Russia Trade and Energy Tie-Up. In Moscow, India and Russia agreed to deepen trade and energy ties. Not just words, projects in Russia's Far East, Arctic collaborations, and long-term LNG contracts. While the U.S. imposed 50% tariffs on Indian goods, Jaishankar's answer was not protest, it was partnership. Reply like a pro moment. When one door shuts, another market opens. Trade cannot be held hostage to politics. Decoded, India is telling Washington, you may try to restrict us, but we will find balance elsewhere. This is not defiance, this is diversification. Section 2. Tackling the $58.90 billion trade deficit. Numbers don't lie. India's trade deficit with Russia is now nearly $59 billion. Critics asked, why buy so much oil and sell so little? Jaishankar's subtle reply, we buy energy where it is affordable. We sell where our strengths lie: pharma, agriculture, textiles. Balance takes time, but direction matters. Decoded, instead of apologizing, he reframed the deficit as a temporary imbalance, not a permanent weakness. That's diplomacy with patience. Never defensive, always directional. Section 3. The LNG and ruble strategy. At the India-Russia Intergovernmental Commission, Jaishankar and Russian Deputy PM Denis Manturov focused on LNG flows and a ruble payment system. Reply like a pro moment. If the world insists on weaponizing the dollar, we will de-weaponize our trade. Decoded. This is not just about payments. It's a warning shot to the global financial order. India is preparing for a multipolar economy, where currency choice becomes strategy, not convenience. A quiet revolution, wrapped in polite words. Section 4. Meeting Putin and Lavrov. History matters. Today, Jaishankar met Russian Foreign Minister Sergey Lavrov and later President Vladimir Putin. Putin called the relationship the steadiest since World War II. Jaishankar's implied reply, friendship tested by storms becomes stronger. We value Russia because we do not forget history. Decoded, India is signaling. While others shift alliances like sand, India builds relationships like stone. This is continuity, not convenience. And in diplomacy, memory is power. Section 5. Reply to U.S. tariff criticism. Washington imposed tariffs on India for buying Russian oil. Reporters asked, isn't India breaking global discipline? Jaishankar's cutting reply, I am perplexed. China buys more oil than us. The EU buys more LNG than us. And yes, we also buy oil from the US, so why single out India? Decoded, a masterstroke. He exposed double standards. He neutralized criticism with facts. He reminded America, don't underestimate us, because our partnerships also include you. That is classic reply like a pro. Not confrontation, but contradiction with clarity. Section 6. The global context. US, China, and Europe. To understand Jaishankar's diplomacy, compare the players. China buys the most Russian oil. Europe buys the most Russian LNG. Yet only India faces US tariffs. Jaishankar's silent reply, selective morality, is not international order. Decoded. India is asserting its right to energy security without guilt. This is not just about Moscow. It's about reshaping the global balance, where India refuses to be lectured. Section 7. What this means for India's future. Every reply today carries a bigger message. Trade imbalance is a challenge, but also an opportunity. Dollar dependence is fading. Ruble could be the first step. Tariffs are pressure, but also a test of resilience. Jaishankar's unspoken mantra, diplomacy is not about avoiding storms. It's about learning to sail through them. Decoded, India is sailing, not sinking, and the world is watching. Section 7b, India's message to the world. Multipolar diplomacy. Beyond Moscow, beyond tariffs, beyond oil. Jaishankar's words today carried a global undertone. Reporters often ask, is India with the US, with Russia, with China? Jaishankar's silent but strong reply, India is with India. Decoded. This is the heart of multipolar diplomacy. India will not be boxed into alliances of yesterday. India will not be forced into someone else's conflicts. India will choose cooperation where it serves its people, and independence where it safeguards its future. This is not non-alignment 2.0. This is India's alignment with itself, and that is the boldest reply of all. In a world divided into camps, India refuses to be a camp follower. Closing. So, what do we learn from today's Moscow visit? Reply with facts, not frustration. Use history as leverage, not as baggage. Turn criticism into clarity, and pressure into opportunity. This is the Jaishankar doctrine. This is reply like a pro. If you found this decoding powerful, like, share, and subscribe to Reply Like a Pro for more bold diplomatic breakdowns.